Hi, welcome to the series Learn Excel in 24 hours. In the previous video, we went through the File menu. Now we shall explore the Home menu. Whenever we open Excel, by default, Excel opens in the Home menu. In the Home menu, on the top left-hand side, you can see four options: Paste, Cut, Copy, Format Painter. Format Painter we shall cover in a separate video later. Let's explore the cut and copy option. Cut means when there is data in some cell, you want to cut that and put it in another cell. Copy means you want to copy the data in some particular cell. So that data stays where it is and you just want to have a copy of that data or text in another cell. Regardless of whether we use the cut option or the copy option, once we decide this is where we want the data to sit, we have to use the paste option. Next, we see Calibri 11. Calibri is the name of the font, 11 is the size. So I can click on the font menu and I get a long list of different kinds of fonts. So I can choose the font. As I choose the font, I can also see how the text will look like in that particular font. So you can choose the different kinds of fonts depending on what purpose you're using that text or words for. Next to that, you will see some numbers. That's nothing but the size of the letters. So higher the size of the letter, so if you use 12, 13, 14, the size of the letters will go on increasing, and lower the font size, lesser will be the text size. To simplify this, we also have two options next to that. You can see two buttons with alphabet A. One has an arrow key pointing to the top and the other one has the arrow key pointing down. So when you choose the letter A with the arrow pointing on top, automatically the size of the font will go on increasing, and when you choose the arrow mark on the down side, the font size will go on decreasing. Okay, the next option we see are cell borders. By default, Excel is programmed not to give any cell any kind of border so that the user can decide what sort of borders he or she wants. So I've explored some different kinds of options. You could have a thick border, you could have a thin border, you could have borders only on the left hand side of the cell or the right hand side of the cell, so on and so forth. So you can explore those different kinds of options. After that, there are two options for colors. In the first one, you can see a small paint bucket that is basically to color the cell background. By default, Excel is programmed to have no color in the background, and just next to that you can see the alphabet A with a color bar below. That is basically to choose the color of the text. By default, Excel is programmed to keep all text in black color. The next part we come to is alignment of text in cells. So there are basically two broad options. One is to arrange the alignment in the horizontal fashion. By default, Excel aligns everything to the left of a particular cell, and then you can choose whether you want to have a left align, a center align, or a right align, and this is on the horizontal axis. Likewise, you can also do the alignment on the vertical axis. By default, Excel is programmed to keep all text at the bottom part of the cell. You can also choose the text in these cells to come on the top part of the cell or in the center of the cell. And here you can see we also have the option of keeping center on the horizontal side, center on the vertical side, which means whatever text we have, it comes exactly in the center of the entire cell. See you next time in the next video.